It honestly amazes me that people cannot see Paul being a false apostle. It actually blows my mind. I mean, actually think about it. If Paul was going around killing believers and then he goes and kills Stephen, who dies with a smile on his face, can you imagine how Paul felt at that moment? I would imagine that it made Paul very livid. So while on the way to Damascus, I guarantee you he switched up his game plan to send every believer in Messiah to hell. So instead of persecuting and killing them, he killed them spiritually. Which again, if you actually think about it, it's pretty genius. So he comes up with this fake story of, oh, JC came and blinded me and then blah, 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 blah. But one, there was no witnesses. I mean, he says they're witnesses, but they're not named by name, which is kind of weird for the Bible. And two, the Most High never does anything without revealing what he does through his prophets. And if Messiah was the one true prophet, you would think he would tell his brother James, like, hey, after I ascend to heaven, there's going to be a guy that's going to be going around persecuting and killing you guys. But don't worry, I'm going to come back and change his mind and give him a different gospel than what I gave you guys. And I know I told you guys that I was not going to come back until the second coming, but that was a lie. I'm going to come back just for this guy. And I also know that I told you that Peter was going to be the one to spread my gospel to the other nations. But that also is a lie, because this guy is going to be the one to do that for me. But the Messiah never tells the 12 that. And it's like everybody worships Paul over the Messiah. Christians and Torah keepers both do it. Through Paul's teachings, Christians believe that the law was done away with. And then on the other side of things, Torah keepers believe that, no, Paul taught the law. And they're both right. But that's how you can spot the tare. And because Paul teaches for the law and against the law, that makes him double-minded. And James says in chapter 1, verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And most of you people believe that Yahusha was hijacked by this JC character, but you can't see Paul being false, just the Messiah. Oh no, not Paul. I mean, what about the Messiah? In the last video I just did, I asked if you were going to follow the Messiah or if you were going to follow Paul. For myself, I'm going to follow the Messiah. I'm going to buy my gold from him. You guys can buy the fool's gold from Paul all you want. But I do know this, if you have Paul's words on your lips come Judgment Day, it's not going to end well for you. Because this book right here is our field, and the Most High sowed wheat in it. And Paul is the tares which Satan sowed in our field. So don't be a tare by following Paul. Follow Messiah and his words. Follow Torah and follow the prophets. And don't comment on this video saying that the laws and commandments are done away with. That's a dead giveaway that you follow Paul and are a tare. If the laws and commandments were done away with, that means everything Moses did and the prophets did were for nothing. The Messiah said, don't think that I've come to destroy the law or the prophets. And he also says, until heaven and earth pass away, not one jot or one tittle will be done away with the law. But heaven and earth is still here. And Paul wants you to believe that the laws and prophets are done away with. I'm sure some of you are going to say, well, Paul quoted the prophets. And Paul's a chosen vessel of the Messiah. A chosen vessel says him. And go back and look at what he quotes. Every single one of them is misquoted, twisted, and fabricated to fit his narrative. That's why you need to test all spirits, as I have tested Paul's and found him to be a liar. And don't be deceived, people. Your salvation depends on it.